What is up, y'all? It's your boy, the Renegade Enigma, here with another Photoshop tutorial. And basically in this one, we'll be working in this image here. Well, I'll be working in this image, so... No, man, if you want to work in this image, I'll have the link in the description below. I basically got this from the stock exchange, so... Yeah, here we go. Basically, I'll be taking this image and making something like this. For those of you that don't know, this is the Scareface Effect. And basically this is what you're going to see on the cover of the movie Scarface or the poster or whatever. Decent movie. I recommend everybody watch it. But yeah, here we go. First thing you want to do is unlock your background layer if it's not already unlocked like mine. All you got to do is double click it and convert it into a regular layer. So here we go. First thing you want to do is make two new layers under your current picture. I turned it off so you can see. So you want to hold control and the new layer icon, which is this right here, which my pointer is on, and go click, click. You made two. Now what you want to do is go to edit. First of all, make sure before you do that, make sure your colors are black and white. You could do that by pressing D on your keyboard. So okay, now we do it, right? Really doesn't matter which one you start with, black or white, but yeah. So now you want to go to edit, and now you want to go to fill. Make sure it says foreground, like this is normal, the opacity is at 100, and you should be fine right there. So just fill that with all black. And then this one, what you want to do is invert the colors by pressing X. Now you have white on top, and repeat the process. Edit and fill. Make sure all this stuff is the same thing, and basically you fill that up with white. Now what you want to do is, you see your white layer is selected because you see this blue hue on it. What you want to do is hold shift and click on the black layer. Now you have both selected. From here what you want to do is hit Control T, and now you could basically move, basically resize it with these handles right here. You want to hold shift while clicking on the corner right here and go down like that. So basically you make it you constrain the size pretty much. Basically means you don't mess up the size and whatever. So you go to your move tool, apply the changes. From here, whatever your top layer is, like I said, doesn't matter. Your top layer is black, your top layer is white. Basically just move that over a bit until it's directly next to each other, and then you select both like I did earlier by holding shift and clicking. Hit Control T again, and this time you don't gotta hit hold shift. You just move it around until you're covering the whole background, and basically you have your background right there. So okay, let's go back to our original picture. As you see, once I click the eye thing, you don't see your background anymore. Now to do that, basically you gotta take her out of her background, or as the experts would say, extract. There's a bunch of ways you could do that. You could do that with the lasso tools, you could do that with the quick selection tool or the magic wand tool. The best tool to do it with though is the pen tool. That's if you have a lot of time, because it takes a lot of time, but it's really precise and really good. But seeing that I'm trying to do this moderately quick for y'all, since it's only a tutorial, I really don't care like that, I'm using the magic wand tool. So okay, basically what you do with the magic wand tool is basically click on what you want to select. I'm clicking on the background, and you'll see why I'm doing that in a minute. Basically, as you see, the background is the same color. So yeah, basically I selected that really easily. Now if you have a complicated background, a whole bunch of different colors and whatever, you want to use the pen selection tool for sure. So I have the background selected, but I want the girl selected. So now what I do is go to select and inverse, and now I should have only the girl selected. I have this selected here, so what I want to do is go to the rectangle tool And you see this third one right here, this basically deselects whatever you have selected. So basically to fix this selection right here, you probably won't have this problem on your image, but there you go. Bam. So now what you want to do is put a mask over like your image. The way you do that is basically click on this thing right here. It's a layer mask, and it's basically a picture of a box with a like a hole cut into the middle, and all you gotta do is click on it. Since you have selected, bam. Now you can see the background you made earlier. So now you click on your move tool, and you want her kind of like in the middle, like as far as the middle as you could get it. So what you do is you hold shift. That way you don't like mess up the movement, because look what happens when I move her. Like, you know, I could do that, but if you hold shift, you can't really go diagonally or whatever. You can only go side to side, or probably only side to side. So basically it constrains that. That's the like big word they use and whatever, and there you go. Have it right there in the middle. From here, all you gotta do is put a bunch of adjustment layers, and the adjustment layers are right here in this yin yang looking thing. And first one you want to add is a black and white adjustment layer, and there you go. You know, you really don't have to mess with it if you don't want, but you know, I'm gonna leave it default. Next thing you want to do is put a levels adjustment layer, basically like brighten up the light parts and basically darken up the dark parts. And this is like basically, if you want, it helps out. It depends on the picture. What I want to do is basically lighten up the skin and some parts of the hair there. So there you go, that works right there. And the last one and the most important adjustment layer you want to put in here is your threshold. And there you go, right there. You get some type of weird effect right there, and you want to play around with it. And basically, it depends on your image, but you basically want it until you can see her face, sort of. That probably would do right about there. Nah, hold up. I kind of like that, because you can kind of see her like smile, her eyes. Really don't see her nose like that, but yeah, again, it's a tutorial. So yeah, you virtually have this effect here. So now what you do, you see your layer mask that you made right there. What you want to do is hold control and click on it. Basically, you're selecting the girl again. And earlier I showed you how to make a layer under your girl, whatever. Basically, you want to have your girl selected. Again, hit control and new layer, and hit it again. Basically, you have two more in there. So you have the girl selected. What you want to do is go to select and go to modify and expand. And probably, like, it depends on your image. I'm gonna go with probably about 10 pixels. And this what it does, and you know, basically it like as the name says, it expands the selection, kind of like brings it out a bit. So from here, what you want to do is basically the same thing you did for the background, and go to edit and fill it in with white. And then like up here, same thing, press X so you could invert the colors and fill that in with black. So you have that there. So from here, what you want to do is, and this is probably the last step, is go to like one of your background layers and hold control and click on it, basically selecting this one side, and add a layer mask onto that. And as you see, it basically inverted it wrong. So what you want to do is basically hit control I. So then you have this type of effect right here. You see like a white border here, and you kind of see like a black border on this side. That's what these two like silhouettes do, the white silhouette and the black silhouette. So Now what you want to do is add the text. So you click on your text tool, and you want your font to be Time Roman, I believe it's called. Every computer should have that. Let me see, where is it? Time Roman. Yeah, Times New Roman. So you click on that, and you make sure it's on bold. Make sure the color is on red, and there you go. And you basically type in whatever you want. So there you have your text. Move it kind of towards the middle or wherever you want, whatever you think looks good. And from here, basically I hit Control T to basically resize it. What you want to do is hold Alt and Shift and basically size it up a bit. And there you go, guys, the Scareface effect. Hope you liked the tutorial, and yeah, till next time, yeah, subscribe and do all that good stuff YouTube wants you to do, and yeah, thanks for watching.